Low network connection. Oh no. Well, I hope that you can continue to watch and that this actually is captured so that we can create a replay. So again, we provide valuable resources, including weekly Growing Edge live broadcasts, Satya Growing Edge communities, online education, gathering, and spiritual support and coaching. So that's what we do. That's who we are at Satya. It's not just me and Michael. We've got a team of practitioners, and I know that we've got a little community, a pod that is meeting right now in South Ogden, Pam and Natalia and Carol and William. And I know that this is one of our communities that we support through our Sunday message. So I want to start with our beautiful opening song by Leslie,
which refers to the notion.
And that's not it. Here we go.
Free my mind, open my heart with the whispers of truth, to live a conscious life, to live a conscious life on the growing edge. On the growing edge.
And good morning. Welcome to Growing Edge Live. I'm Reverend Ali Benjamin, and here we are all about healing hearts, transforming lives, and inspiring conscious evolution. Excuse me. So welcome to Growing Edge Live. It is May 6th, and Rhonda said we're cutting out every minute or so. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can play. There we go. So how's that, Rhonda? This is going to be intriguing. So anyway, I'm just going to get going, and if for whatever reason this doesn't record or it drops off or it's too hard to gather what I'm saying, I will re-record this message. Connection is terrible. I hear you, Carol. I'm so sorry. I'm going to record this because it's a powerful message about the art of contemplation. And so bear with me. I'll do my best, and then I'll re-record it and send it to you. Just put your email in the comments below, and I will get back to you with the recording. So the art of contemplation, I want to share a statement, a mystical statement that was created by Monadin Christie. This is an early revered Islamic saint. And this is kind of the core purpose. This captures the core purpose of what it means to live a contemplative life. He said, to develop river-like generosity, sunlight affection, and earth-like hospitality. To develop river-like generosity, sunlight affection, and earth-like hospitality. So let's go into a little centering right now as we feel into these words from the past, this ancient sacred poem or koan or mystical statement to develop river-like generosity, sunlight affection, and earth-like hospitality. And get a sense of that inside yourself, inside your body, and what your life might look and feel and be like if you were feeling inspired all the time to have river-like generosity, generosity of spirit, generosity of acceptance, of appreciation for life. This kind of generosity transcends all kinds of judgment, othering, criticism, confusion, doubt, all those things that we cast onto the world. And this kind of river-like generosity is being really generous with the moment, generous with your attention, not your analytical, critical attention, but your heartfelt attention. And then a sunlight affection. Think of the sun. It shines light on everything and every one within its reach. We too can be like the sun and pour our affection out into our lives. Why? Because it feels good. Why? Because as we bring our affection to everything we see, feel, taste, touch, think, say, as we pour our affection like the sun out into the world, it begins to mirror itself back through the very ethers of life, through the very matter of life. We receive the generosity. We have the eyes to see because we are acting like that sun that is pouring down its affection on everyone we can mimic. We can do this ourselves and receive multiple blessings, infinite blessings. And then earth-like hospitality. Can we be in that place of being welcoming, hospitable to everyone and everything? It's like grandma opening up her front door and inviting the grandchildren in. There's a hospitality, there is a familiarity, there is a nostalgia, there is a comfort in creating a place of generosity, of affection, and making people feel welcome in your presence. And get a sense of that right now. Feel it blossoming in your heart and becoming activated in each and every cell of your being. As we enter into this message today, this download of inspiration, the art of contemplation today. Opening the mind to receive the gift and knowing that right where you are, there is peace, there is quiet, there is receptivity and openness, and coming back and being fully present in this moment. Great. Wonderful. So, the art of contemplation, I've been using a book based on, it's called The Art of Contemplation, written by the author Richard Rudd. A beautiful little book, very short, but very profound. So what is contemplation? He says the answer will not come through knowledge or reading alone. You might surmise that contemplation is a kind of deep thinking. However, the true nature of contemplation is a mystery. The very purpose of the contemplative way is to turn your energies inward and make your life an evolutionary experiment in order to first discover and then embrace your true higher purpose in life. So the art of contemplation is to help us tune into the fundamental order of life, tune into who and what we are and why we're here, and cultivate and nurture and bring to life our divine purpose. Why do we want to contemplate? Why do we want to find our purpose? Why is this important? Because we're all seeking freedom. Once we've woke up, once we've had a level of awakening, we've been on the spiritual path for some time, we realize, we begin to drop all of those egoic wants and needs, and we begin to tune in to our spiritual desires, our yearnings. And we find that we're all alike. We're all simply seeking freedom, love, and joy. And we do this through our co-creative capacities. At some level, we all seek the feeling of freedom, whether we're trying to find freedom through having more money or new experiences, or even through spiritual or health practices. We are unconsciously trying to return to the feeling we had as young children, says Richard Rudd. The young child swims in the current of freedom. But this freedom we all seek cannot be brought through external set of perfect conditions. It is directly linked to our breath patterns, so it can only be created from the inside. Because that freedom, our breath is our first step to freedom, is realizing that we've been given this gift of breath, that the universe supports us, our body supports us in interacting with the breath, staying alive, and this ultimately is the first step of actualizing and realizing our freedom. The main purpose of contemplation is therefore to unpick the false tapestry we have woven that promises us freedom while never delivering it. We're never going to find our freedom if we're seeking it on the outside. So contemplation will increase our capacity for joy and love, and ultimately contemplation, a contemplative approach to life, will bring us a sense of freedom, purpose, and peace. Contemplation is an art, and we can spend time with it. I've been doing this for a couple of weeks, a couple of months since I first started reading this book. Really taking time. He talks about pausing and the importance of pausing, and how we can be in the world and sort of meander and linger and saunter and just pause instead of rushing and trying to get somewhere and trying to be someone and having agendas and all of this very human, very Western, very probably worldly way. We get to just slow it down, take time to pause, take time to listen, take time to tune in and to be generous and give our affection and be aware of other people and who they are and how they are in the world, and just be very appreciative and generous with all of that. So we pause and we take life in on a deeper level. And then the next step is really in this pausing to find the rhythm of life, to find the fundamental rhythm of life. And I've created an acronym, and the acronym is RHYTHM, RHYTHM. So rhythm starts with R and stands for rainbow eyes. We begin to see through the lens of the rainbow, where everyone's integral, everyone's valuable, all the colors and shapes and sizes and the way that the world and humanity and life shows up, there's a rainbow. And we embrace it all because we've put our rainbow-colored glasses on, and we see and appreciate everything and everyone from that awareness that we're all one. The next letter, H, stands for heart-centered. We enter into a heart-centered place of gentleness, having empathy for others, compassion, and unconditional love. So we remain heart-centered, and we remain very connected to the moment through the portal of our heart versus our mind. I like to think of the mind dropping down into the heart, and we become heart-centered, and we engage life from that heart-centered space. The next letter, Y, stands for yearning. Yearning, we get to find our why, our bigger purpose, our inner vision, because without a vision we drift like a boat, rudderless. We just drift around in our lives. So once we kind of land on a greater why or a purpose and a vision, we then begin to have a greater zest for life, and we begin to love our lives, and we begin to take life on a joyride, or take God on a joyride, like I like to think. We're all individualized expressions of God, and we take that individualized aspect and awareness and perspective, and we take it out into the world, and we use our life. We become a conduit, a channel to bring forth what we're here to bring forth, but that doesn't happen unless we tune into our yearnings. And then the next word is timing. We have to develop in our contemplative path, in our way of being mindful and activating not just our thinking when we're contemplating, but our heart-centered awareness. And in this kind of coherence of mind and heart, we begin to see that there's a thing called time and space, which we exist in. Our physical bodies are in this time-space reality, but there's also a part of us that is beyond time and space. And so we're both physically focused, and we're both timeless and dimensionless and formless. And so we bring this awareness, and we develop what's called divine right timing awareness. And we believe and we feel and we move in this rhythm of timing, of knowing that everything unfolds in a particular timing. And that takes me to the next word, H, harmony. And we become agreeable with the moment. Harmony is about being agreeable with the moment, attuned to the rhythm of life, attuned to the moment, attuned to your soul, to your vision, to your heart, to your yearnings. We become centered and stable within the moving flow, the ever-changing moving flow of life. And this cultivates a congruence between words, thoughts, actions, emotions, energies, and we begin to find our greater vision as we dive deeper into just this word, this acronym, rhythm. We find it's like a portal into a greater way of being present with life and present with the world. And then we fall in even deeper, wider, higher, more expansive, into a mesmerizing place, a mesmerized place of being truly enraptured with life. So can you be easily enraptured? Can you be easily enchanted? That's what this contemplative path does for us. Can you be in synchrony with life, with the rhythm of your own heartbeat, with the rhythm of your own passion, with the rhythm of your own joy? Can you merge with life? Can you pause? Can you notice when you're triggered, when hard, difficult feelings come up? And can you just pivot and turn your attention to the absolute harmony and blissful, mesmerizing, enchanting moment, and in this way merge with the moment? So you're not pushing against, you're not arguing with, you're becoming one with. You've merged with the entirety of what it means to be human, what it means to be a human being, a spiritual being, having a spiritual experience. The English word contemplation comes from the combining of the Latin root templum, which means a temple. So templum, temple, and the prefix con. So one might therefore say that the inner meaning of the word is to go into one's own temple, one's own sacred inner space. And the addition of the prefix con adds an intriguing dimension to our understanding. We go into our inner being. There is the notion that we are with someone or something. This is the essence of contemplation, that when we look inward, we begin to discover connections. We become merged with the mystery. This may sound mystical, and it is, but it is also something we already know. You're already merged with the mystery. You're already in your own wonderful rhythm of life. You already know, I know, that you're seeing through the rainbow eyes, that you're living a heart-centered life, that you're tuned into your yearnings, that you are absolutely moving in the flow of divine right timing, that you found your harmony, you're agreeable with the moment, and this has become a mesmerizing experience through your own path of spiritual discovery, spiritual exploration, and then even deepened with the art of contemplation. So I trust that this mesmerizing experience will bring you great love, freedom, joy, and open you up to be even more generous with the world. So if this message, if you've been able to watch it, I know I have terrible connection, but if you have been able to watch it and you'd like to support us with your donations, thank you. Thank you for those of you in the past that have supported us. And you can Venmo Satya Center, SATYA CENTER. Peace and blessings to you. Mwah. and I will record this again and upload it ASAP. Bye-bye. Peace and blessings.